Hi guys, my name is Vita and this is Resin by Vita May. Thank you for joining me today. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe to my video. I'm new to YouTube and I am going to give you a tutorial on how to make Bohemian earrings. Today's color is going to be clear glitter, red, and white. We're going to do combinations, whatever is flowing and no rhyme or reason. I will be teaching you how to do resin earrings. So please stay tuned. All right, guys, so I am back and I will be showing you guys the products that I like to use. And I like to use this one. Okay, there's a part A and a part B to this. You have to mix together one part each. And I like to use these cups. I like to use the cups because they have lines, and I normally use the lines to tell me where to stop and how to mix them, and it seems to work out. I have the other ones, the measuring ones. This right here, I pre-mixed red glitter with these white, like rhinestone beads. I'll be using those. I have regular glitter that I'm going to use here. This regular glitter I'm going to use with a red pigment. And then I have empty cups that I'm going to use a white pigment and a red pigment. So this whole design is going to be based around the red color. Here are my Bohemian molds that I'll be working with. And all right, let's go. I also have some studs right here if you guys can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix the resin, and I'm going to come back when I pour it in. So I must say this while I'm mixing the two resins together. I just put them together, and if you can see, I won't lean it too far, but it's kind of white and cloudy and thick in there. You want to get it to where as though it's actually clear and see-through. Most people will say that this takes about 3 minutes of turning, but I normally turn, and I normally slowly stir at the same time, almost as if you're whipping eggs, but at a slower motion, and I'm scraping the sides. I normally do a back and forth to get the bottom, but I have to tell you, you should be wearing gloves. I don't wear gloves. It doesn't bother me. The resin on my hands have not bothered me, but as safety precautions, everybody should wear gloves. Okay, I have to put that disclaimer out there so that nobody won't say that, Vita May did not say anything about gloves. Yes, wear gloves. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up off camera because it takes a little bit and I don't know how to speed up, and I'll be right back. So guys, I'm back and my resin is mixed. I did have a oh gosh moment because I put the mixture of the pigment in the wrong cup. I wanted to have a cup that was basically just the rhinestones in the glitter, but I accidentally poured pigment in there. So maybe it's a happy accident, maybe it's not. Hopefully it fulfills my vision, but I'm going to add the resin to all the cups that I'm going to be using, and hopefully it turns out just as well. Most times it do, because resins are mostly happy accidents most of the time. As you're doing it, there is no right, there is no wrong way of doing it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give each cup, I don't know if you guys can see this, each cup its own popsicle, and I'm going to stir in. As you can see, this is the red. I'm going to stir, 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 until the red mixes with the red. This is the quite boring part, so I'm going to, again, do this off camera as I stir all of this goodness in so that we can mix our resin. All right, thank you for your patience, guys. Everything is mixed. Now I have to decide how I'm going to do the earrings. And for this one right here, I already had a plan for this one. The red is not as quite as red as I thought it should be. I am using that, what is that ink called? Alcohol ink. So it's more translucent than the regular pigment, which I do have some of that, but I just did not use it because I thought that this mixed together would have been darker, but that's fine. I think this is going to give a very pretty color when it comes out. It's going to be like a unique color when it comes out, so that's good. More than likely, this is going to be one of those colors that you can't duplicate, even if you try. Here is the one with the pigment and, oh no, this one is glitter. Oh no, this is the pigment and the glitter. So let's try that one right next door. This one is red. This one is the red that I was thinking when I was doing this. And just moving these little prongs right here around a little bit, just to make sure that I get the resin all over. I'm going to try this time not to make such a mess. But most of the time you're working against the clock when you're doing this, meaning that the resin has a certain amount of time that you can work with it. So you're trying to work with it to make sure that you are, let me see which one. I'm going to try the white on this one. Make a red and white one. So I'm using the white. Oh, that's going to be pretty, guys. Look at that. This is going to be really pretty. Well, that's going to be really pretty. I like that so much. Let's do another one like that. Oh, I like the color. Comment below if you guys like this, if you think that this is pretty, or if you think that it's okay. Maybe a different color. Maybe for the next video you may want to see another color. Just comment below. What do you think? I love to hear your opinion. I also like to know, like, where are the people from? Because I am just new to YouTube, been on Facebook forever, but I am new to Instagram. I do have an Instagram page, so check that out. It has a lot more because it has up my ashtrays and my other stuff, my coasters. I'm going to be making a video with coasters next, how I make the DIY coasters, and this one is done with pictures. I do have some here that are done with pictures of like funny things, but I also have some that are done with other stuff, like I'll show you in just one moment, like this. It's like funny office stuff, so I do have those as well. I did a llama the other day, trying out something for the kids, so I do have other stuff. I think this is so pretty, guys. You know what? Why don't I just do a whole earring with this and see how this works out? Because this is super cool. I like this. Hi, if somebody just tuned in and are watching the video, I'm doing boho style earrings, Bohemian earrings, and I'm doing it with resin. Let me see. I think I'm going to use this here as well. I kind of like doing part of the bottom of these leaves right here. Gotta get every crevice. I'll do half here, half here. And I don't know if it will make a difference if I did it with the other one, so I'll do it with this as my half. Because the other one may not show up, and being as though that this is super light, it probably will show up better. The top red one is super light. So I'll do that one. Guys, as always, this stuff is starting to get warm. When it starts to get warm, you really kind of have to work with it, and you kind of have to go a little bit fast. And last time it really went fast. So what I'm going to do is I am going to stop the video at this time and come back to you guys once I have poured this resin, because I'm getting ready to pour like my life depends on it. BRB. Hi guys, I'm back. Might have seemed like a short time to you, but I've been going for about maybe 20 minutes because I had to get this resin on the boards in order to make sure that it did not start to develop in the cups and stuff, which the last time I had did that, and I was able to pour, not use all of the resins, which is a waste, and you want to make sure you use all the resin. So I did not get to do all the molds. As you see, I have some that are empty here, and this is a great tool to have, is a Q-tip, which I did not have those handy last time because I'm going to clean up my mess around the molds. And trust me, when you do this before it dries, you're going to appreciate the work later, because it's less cleaning up that you have to do, it's less shaping you have to do, and it's less cutting that you're going to have to do. So if the cleaner that you can get it, the better for you after when you take it out of the molds. And Q-tips don't cost that much. I get mine from the dollar store, so it doesn't have to be the top grade, you know, where you spend like $5-6 on it. It could just be from the dollar store, and just clean it up. I had to mix some of the white and some of the pink that was left over because I didn't have enough to make the earring. So this is what I came out with. This one right here is like a pink color. Oh, you guys can't see. It's like this color all the way back here. It's like a pinky color, but it's different from all the other ones. And then I have this one that kind of looks like a flower. This one was born because I accidentally dropped some of the white in there, so I had to continue accidentally dropping the white and trying to match the mold. This one is like a red polka dot, and that happened by an accident of me dropping white as well. So I thought maybe I'll make it into a polka dot. And like I said, there is nothing that is, you know, that is set in stone when you're doing this. You improvise as much as possible. The only thing that you have to do is make sure that whatever you do for the one earring, you do for the other, or you try to match it, because you don't want to have like two different kind of earrings. Unless that's your thing, then you do your thing. But most people would like to have their earrings looking the same. I think that this turned out well. I have to say that I always think that it turns out well because it's handmade. Anything that's handmade is beautiful because it's unique. It's not cookie cutter. It's not factory made. Everything that comes off the assembly is not the same. And every time when you do it, it will be different. So that's what makes handmade so beautiful. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. One of the things that you want to do with resin is that you get air bubbles inside of the resin. And you want to make sure that you get the air bubbles out. And there's two techniques that I know of that you can use to get air bubbles out. The first technique is you can use, well, actually, there's a few. The first technique that you can use is a toothpick. You can use a regular old toothpick. You can get those from the dollar store as well. And you take it and you go around the resin and you try to find holes or, little bubbles that you'll see come up, and you just go in and you just pop them. That's one way. I've seen people use one of those torches, like the long lighters. I've seen people use small hand lighters. And I went to Amazon, not promoting anything from Amazon, but I shop at Amazon a lot. Maybe I'll get an Amazon deal. Cross your fingers. I don't know. Amazon, I'm out here. But I shopped at Amazon, and I brought one of these heat blow dryer craft dryers. I bought one of these, and I use these because it's just super convenient. And it does what it's supposed to do. So what you do is you just take and you blast it. And little bubbles will start to pop. If you can see it, I'm not sure if I'm getting a great angle, but little bubbles will start to pop. A lot of times I like to let the resin sit there for a little bit, and so that the bubbles can rise to the top. Sometimes when you utilize your resin and you actually do it slow, you don't get as much bubbles. That's why we tell you to do it slow. The slow man wins the race. But when you do it fast, you produce more bubbles in your resin, and you have to get rid of it. Some projects that you do, you may actually like the bubbles in there, and you may want to keep the bubbles in there. That's fine. That's a taster's choice, basically, as to how you handle the bubbles. I have made stuff that looked like it was underneath the sea, and the bubbles were perfect. I've made stuff that was clear and the bubbles kind of looked awful. So it's just your choice. So again, I'm Vita May. This is part 1. I will be having a part 2 because I don't know how to edit. If anybody knows how to edit these videos without using a external device or anything like that, or some type of program, please let me know. Comment on the section, help your girl out. But like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Ask any questions. I think this batch of earrings has turned out to be beautiful. This red earring collection is going to be very nice. These remind me of Dorothy slippers. These are gorgeous. I'm going to have to make these again because I think these are absolutely gorgeous. And I like these as well. I like this design in there. And I like the ones over here. I don't think you guys can see as far as over here, but there's some great earrings that's going on here. And I'm really feeling this red color. Tell me what you think. I thank you guys for listening to me. I am Vita May, and this is Resin by Vita May. Have a wonderful resin day.